What Reddit culture is so annoying, or straight up ducked up. People constantly sharing advice to people when 90% of the time, they haven't got a clue what they are talking about. Context is important, and most of the time on the internet, and especially Reddit, there is little context as they only see things from a certain point of view. I feel the problem is, so many Redditors are under 25. Which is ironic, because I stayed away from Reddit for the longest time, because I thought most Redditors were basically 4chaners. I only came on around the time COVID started, because I saw links on MSM where most of the commenters were parents/general adults. But now I'm here, I see a lot of people giving advice without much life experience. You can be over 25 and still be a goddamn idiot. Trust me. People giving advice that have no relevant life experience. Look at most of the posts in r/relationships. You mean divorce and or counseling. Shouldn't be the only two option when having relationship issues. I'm sure have the commenters either run a family law business or are a backstreet psychiatrist. To Northeast Fair, a large percentage of people posting there just want to validate their decision to leave the other person. The need to have an emotional hook for each post. Build this for my girlfriend who lost her job 5 years ago. Or I bought this for my blind brother with one leg after mowing lawns. So many posts are so contrived, scripted, or plain made up to maximize karma. I fought my depression and did the dishes today. Why not do the dishes to fight depression? Or fight the dishes to do depression? People that think they're psychologists. Goddamn, they need to chill. The kid just didn't help you get up after you fell. He's not a sociopath. They watch a couple of TV shows and anime and they think they can fight crime and end world hunger. It's true though. I watched Steins Gate and can now time travel. /s. Karma whoring. Dude, it's pathetic. Giro Bobby says hello. Everyone sounds the same. Because the one who don't sound the same are downvoted and outcasted. Yup. If you have different take on something, I'm talking about movies, games, books, mangas, YouTube channels etc, you get downvoted to oblivion. One of the reasons I don't comment in many subreddits. The revenge, karma, comeuppance style subreddits and their transparently made up stories. I do believe at some point most of the stuff there was true, but at this point I instantly disbelieve anything posted there. The thing that really makes me wonder and worry about these kind of posts is the insane escalation of some of them. Like, person A said or did something that was at best a moderate inconvenience. So I without warning pulled a gun on them or beat the ever-loving crap out of them. Not only do they expect this to be okay, they actually get defensive or upset that their massive fake overreaction is called out for what it is. Like, do people really think humanity is impressed by your violent revenge porn fantasies? It was probably written by an actual child though. Keep in mind demographics. Those self-proclaimed experts in relationships, finance, law, and programming might only be 15 years old. I have t-shirts older than that. People who ask for opinions and advice, when what they really want is for their own point of view to be agreed with. That's just r/hater in a nutshell. Every post on r/hater follows this formula of a title that makes them sound like an asshole, and then a post that redeems them in every way possible. Reddit. Hater for kicking my disabled neighbor in the nuts. Okay, I know it sounds bad, but hear me out. He was coming at me with a knife shouting racial slurs, and I panicked, because I have a history of PTSD from military time, and also has not actually disabled. Redditors believing they are any different from other social media. That hits right in the core. This one is too true. It's totally different, because instead of being outside and taking photos of things I do, I'm inside a dark room, laying on a cheap bed with Mountain Dew spilt, typing about things I will never do, and only believe because some sociopath made me hate things they don't believe, in order to profit from ad revenue. When someone gets downvoted to a certain extent, people appear to pile on. Someone can be making a pretty obvious joke, and their later comments might even explain this and be upvoted. but a couple people misunderstand the original post up front, and that post is then absolutely ducked forever. Had this happen a few times. It's more about your comments being seen as individual first and foremost. I've even had the reverse once. Was in a sub that was ragging this one guy who was being a braggart about getting assault charges for kicking the crud out of male abusers specifically. At first I called him out on his BS, but still asked for an explanation. Since he's a person and everyone has their reasons. Folks weren't too happy that I didn't continue disparaging him and instead even tried to explain to other fellas who were berating him how this guy just has a small logical disconnect. Turns out the fella had actually been abused by a girlfriend prior, which is why he lashes out at abusers. Problem is that he still have some of that old white knight chivalry going on. So even when he witnesses a woman beating her boyfriend with an actual weapon, all he does is restrain her for a short time. Needless to say, folks were very mad that I didn't just keep berating him and instead tried to reason. I made a comment once against someone who couldn't understand why German folk didn't speak up about the injustice of the concentration camps. I was like, bitch, if you knew your neighbor, Hans would be able to send you and your whole family in one of those camps and have them die in a slow and horrible way, you also would shut your mouth. Guy then replied that I was some ducking pussy and that he was some real courageous blah blah blah. You get the point. Reddit has this thing that we believe that somehow Reddit is basically the pinnacle of the educated and enlightened. Honestly, I see Reddit as just below Twitter in how dumb and crazy people can get. Depends on the subreddit. Reddit is good for sorting its users in ways Twitter doesn't. r/ask historians vs r/teenagers. If someone makes a thread asking for an example of media, movies, music, etc., people hate. People get downvoted for answering honestly if the thing they hate is popular. Hating things that everyone regularly talks about hating gets up votes. I hate Jiggly. +1 Kai's you ducking do. We all do. These threads are a self-defeating abomination. Conversation doesn't happen. Ever notice that all the actual unpopular opinions on r/unpopular opinion are in the controversial section? Or just join r/the 10th dentist for some actual unpopular opinions. Redditors thinking they're detectives with no prior experience except for armchair detective experience. Like the Boston bomber even invented the "we did it" Reddit meme. Long story short, Reddit thought it was some college student and gave the FBI tips. Turns out all Reddit did was take the FBI's time in tracking down the real suspects. The college kid had nothing to do with anything. The college kid killed himself days ago. Reddit and the rest of the internet's top detectives got a cop killed, a guy kidnapped, and caused a shootout in the suburbs. Despite being self-proclaimed open-minded people, Redditors seem to sexualize so many things and then get on a puritanical high horse when they don't understand other cultures' views on nudity and or sex. Yeah, I'm open-minded. No, I wouldn't talk to anyone with different political opinions. Or consider that the opposing opinion is based on something other than spiting my side. Apostrophe. The bullying/brigading/hiver mind is incessant here. There's a huge lust for revenge. And the most incredibly entitled responses I've ever seen is /r/amethyst hole. The advice in there are so toxic and one-sided and always never leaves room for any sort of reconciliation. If those people with the highest participation points in that sub were politicians, absolutely nothing would get done, and we'd have a couple wars already. It's like they want to stay angry and vengeful over petty differences forever. The sub should rename to /r/nta. Redditors who complain that it used to be much cooler on Reddit before insert random stuff. Yeah, it's like the hipsters saying I knew banzas before they were mainstream/cool. People are scared to state their opinions because they would get downvoted, and the worst thing of all is Abby sort of joke or meme subreddit here. It's just fake internet points. If you get downvotes, what do you lose? Money? Integrity? You lose meaningless points, and not even that many of that. Some people have millions of karma and 1-month-old accounts. Others have 1 karma and 5 years. Both can enjoy Reddit. None have benefits, except maybe the glory of telling their friends they have more karma. It's not just about the points, but the ranking against other comments. If you're downvoted you get buried lower down the page, or hidden behind a click, and upvoted comments shoot to the top. This generates a culture of lowest common denominator memes and in-jokes and hasty, junk food-esque responses, not necessarily better or worse than other unranked forums and comment sections. Just something to be aware of. Popular is not always correct. Circle jerking. A lot of circle jerk is just funny shitposts, but I agree that a fair handful of circle jerk is just pure hate and not nice to look at. The fact that people say people deserve to die for minor offenses. There was this one post on r/idiotsinkers where someone had a seizure while driving, and people said he deserved to die because he should have eaten more breakfast as he knew he could have seizures from not eating enough. The meme culture is bad and unfunny for the most part. I can't stand the reused to death meme formats found on most mainstream subreddits. It's basically YouTube comments with a picture. Am I a joke to you? Nobody. I'm about to end this man's whole career. All that shit makes me roll my eyes. If there were 10 memes on Reddit, one would be original and the other 9 would be reaction memes of the first one. I don't get why I get downvoted when I ask a question like, I asked because I literally don't know it. Imagine someone being like, hey, how do you do this? And the other person being like, you don't know it, you ducking retard, how dare you not know how to do it? Seriously. I posted that I don't know how to cook well at 23 years old and people got mad. Like shit, I'm doing other things in my life. It's a pretentious attitude for someone to feel like they're above another person, tbh. Such a strange thing to be downvoted for. Not all that unusual for a 23-year-old to not know how to cook or cook well. People can be so weird. Reddit having a hive mind and downvoting different opinions from their own. Especially on subs like r/amethysol, where you can't even dare to sympathize and counsel someone who posted their problem, because all others really just want to thrash them, and they will even downvote neutral opinions FFS or mayo. Red flag. Break up with them. Or when someone writes a paragraph of text and then commenters psychoanalyze it and know nothing, absolutely nothing else about the op. And then, to make it worse, other people then build on the original comment, making further and further assumptions about opus. Me and GF laugh about it a lot, because there's at least a couple things a day that, if you wrote down exclude any context and knew nothing else about us, then everyone would say what a terrible abusive relationship we have. I think it is very unhealthy that you and your girlfriend spend so much time on Reddit together. /s. Far too many people on here assume that, since they are American, everyone else is American too. Things like cultural and societal norms, laws, political stances, etc. are just assumed to be American, unless you're in a subreddit that specifically caters to non-Americans. Not ducked up, but definitely annoying. I was on the r/Ireland subreddit and someone tried to start an argument with me about Donald Trump. I think the constant mentioning of Trump is even more annoying. I see it happen all the time on r/World News. It can be a news article about some random country in the middle of nowhere and someone is gonna mention Trump somehow. Also, if you point it out you get downvoted. Confusing fiction with reality. Half the stories on r/Tifu and r/amethysol read like fiction and should be taken as such. THNKSFORT Higo LDKND Saint Ra-NGR. Happy Kaked Adwy. Edit. O milligrams Th post blow up. I didn't expect my post to go like Th edit 2. OHMY gosh. 3 go LDs into silver. WHY thank YOU. People who comment on news stories before actually reading them. I hate that shit. I'm really sick of people bitching about reposts. Personally, lots of people haven't seen it. Otherwise it wouldn't be on the front page. The world doesn't revolve around you. I totally agree. There's things I've never seen before, and every comment is repost from 2 days ago. Does that mean I already saw it? No. Redditors seem to think they're better than everyone when in reality they're just as stupid. Perhaps even a tad more stupid. The anonymity really seems to encourage the fools to crawl out of the woodwork with their moron flag flying high. There's absolutely no reason why Redditors shouldn't have girlfriends. Redditors are not virgins, you are. Some Redditors are girlfriends. Some Redditors are girlfriends who have girlfriends. The subreddit system is pretty nice and creates a place for niche hobbies and topics to thrive, but it also creates hive minds. People slip in politics view/comment even when the post have nothing to do with politics. I once saw a pic of a cute baby, then I compliment the post and someone leave a comment saying something about Joe Biden kissing a baby and stuff. I'm not an American and sometimes I don't really understand the politics references they were referring to. r/casual luck has no politics in the banner, and that has instantly made it so much better than any other UK subreddit. Downvoting, removing, or banning anyone with a different opinion, even if it doesn't break guidelines. If you hate that you should see r/adultery, it's filled with people trying to justify cheating on their significant others, and anyone who says that's wrong gets banned. Cake day posts that are the most blatant forms of karma whoring. You can post on your cake day. Don't make the post about your cake day. Actually put some quality into the shit you post, rather than just beg for some random ass pointless number to go up and waste my time. Not specifically you op, but the people who are like, it's my cake day, where my upvote. r/justice is served not wanting justice, but wanting to punish crime with crime. The shit I most enjoy on those subs are things like someone bullying/being a total ass, or something getting arrested/hit. But that sub can go so crazy extreme at times with wanting someone dead for a minor offense. I think everyone that got bullied likes to watch someone stand up to a bully, but some of the shit there is crazy. Girls vs boys memes. I don't think I need to explain that one. This one made me leave all meme subs. They were already really cringy and unfunny before that, but holy moly, the boy/girl meme is some next level incel shit. Chonkers, that's just animal abuse to me. The male and female incel subreddits and those who legitimately believe that the Chad/Stussy/Tyrone meme is real. Also the Trump subreddit at this point. People who think those actually represent real boys and girls are ducking stupid. Such surface level ignorance. These people are ducking unhinged. They seriously believe that you're either an alpha slayer or beta cuck. All women are whores and your entire worth is based on how much sex you have. These duckers out there saying you should kill yourself, it's over for you. You will never get any girls because someone's ducking eyes are tilted 2 degrees the wrong way. Always those sob story posts on like r/Madam Smile, or seeing the same ducking picture posted on every sub ever. The toxic political posts on just about every subreddit, when there's quite a few specifically for that. Reddit was a different place before the 2016 election. Now it's politics almost everywhere with no boundaries. I don't understand why female sexualization is so rampant here. If I click on any female-centered subreddit 9/10 it's just a cesspool of horny guys looking for a boob crack or a rear peeking out of some tights. No regards if the subject is an actress, singer, advocate, nope. The only thing that matters is her body parts. For example, I checked Billie Eilish's sub, who mind you, just turned 18 less than a year ago, and underneath that were 2 other subs dedicated to pictures of her. This definitely isn't a Reddit exclusive culture, but I see it so much more on here than on other platforms. Not even mentioning some have whole subs dedicated to their various body parts. Hey, thanks for watching, and don't forget to subscribe.